welcome to the Stock Market Week Ahead program by NiftyNight.com, and I am Vinayak. In this program, I'll be talking about what may happen to the market in the coming week. But before that, first of all, I want to congratulate Neeraj Chopra for his wonderful performance at the Olympic, which got us the first gold. It is a commendable job, and hats off to his effort and his dedication and commitment. Before I talk about what will happen in the coming week, let us see what happened to the market in the previous week. Previous week was a full week full of events and there were many things that happened. First of all, the Nifty came out of the ping pong range. The ping pong range was 15600 to 15900 and it was in this range for a very long time, and it was obvious that this range had to break some or the other day. So this week the Nifty there was a breakout and Nifty even went beyond 16,000. I had told in my previous stock market week ahead program also that whenever these kind of breakouts or breakdowns happen, it will be so ferocious that you will not get an opportunity to participate in the rally. Now look at this breakout. It was 15900 and then there was one day where Nifty shot up and closed by gaining 250 points. And the next day there was another gap up where Nifty gained around 150 points. So within 2 days, Nifty has gained around 300-400 points. Now tell me how many of you will actually have the guts to enter when Nifty has already shot up 300-400 points. This is how actually a breakout or breakdown actually happens. Okay, if it happens actually, then it will be so ferocious then that people may not get an opportunity to enter or exit. Even when if there was a breakdown, even that would have been so ferocious. Nifty would have fallen 300-400 points. Okay, and after that probably you may not even have got an opportunity to short. I expected that the market would break down, but unfortunately, as you all know, markets don't behave the way we want. So it shot up, it went beyond the range, which is 15900, then it went to 16,000 and it went up to 16,250 300. Okay, so when it crossed 15900, I wanted some conviction to enter the trade, but when it crossed 16,000, this happened on last expiry if I am not wrong, I got a conviction that this is a breakout and the rally is going to continue. So what I did in the monthly expiry, I started selling 15,600, 500, 15,700 puts. Then next day when there was a gap up, it was sure that there was a follow through for that breakout as well. And at that time I aggressively took 16,000 put short. I went selling 16,000 put. So now after few days after that, then the VIX collapsed and now the premiums has fallen and now I'm sitting with a pretty decent profit. Okay, so now 16,000 will be a very strong support. I don't think 16,000 will be broken very anytime soon, but yes, if things are broken, then probably we'll then decide to think of taking some short trades. Okay, until then any dip should be used as a buying opportunity. Okay, in the previous week we also had the event of RBI policy, but it turned out to be a non-event because there was no major knee-jerk reaction. Bank Nifty is very strong, especially the private banks like HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, Kotak Bank. We also had SBI results where the results were wonderful and Bank Nifty has shot up. I won't be surprised if in this monthly series, if Bank Nifty makes an all-time high, which is its unfinished business. In the previous week, we had a news where Kumar Mangalam Birla has exited the board of Vodafone. So obviously, Vodafone was in pressure, so it was very volatile. And these news-driven stocks are usually like this. One day it will be down, one day it will be up. So Vodafone, on that day it fell down. Then on the next day it recovered. It shot up. It shot up around 20%. So it is very volatile, and I suggest you guys not to have any trades in these volatile stocks, because if things go wrong, then it will be very hard hit on you. Okay, I have some equity which I have invested in Vodafone a long back, but it's a small quantity. But still, I'm sitting in a loss only. At one point, when it fell, I thought of averaging it, but then I did not get the conviction and confidence, so I just left it. But yes, my old equity which I'm having, I'm still carrying it. So let's see, if any miracle happens, then probably I will recover. Otherwise, it's a small amount which I may have to forget. Okay. And on Friday, the merger between Reliance and Future Retail has been stopped by the Supreme Court. Amazon had filed a case against this merger, and Supreme Court gave a verdict against the merger, which was for Amazon. Because of that, Reliance was in pressure. On Friday, it fell around 2%, and if Reliance falls 2%, which has the highest weightage, so it's obvious that even Nifty will collapse. So on Friday, even Nifty collapsed and it closed in red. But that is okay, since it had a huge rally, and one red day will not make much difference, and it was not a very deep red. It was just a small amount of red which happened. So let's see on Monday whether the rally will continue or not. So now let us just see the charts, and let's see what the charts are telling us. So I hope you guys can see my chart. So this is the Nifty chart. So you can see that the ping pong rally which was there has now come to an end, and Nifty has broken out here. I broke out and went up till here. Okay, I expected it to fall and go down here, but that did not happen. Okay, so it has gone up. Now how much more it will go? So when something is in a range, and if the breakout happens, the breakout usually happens and continues for the same as that of the range. So since this was the range, after breakout, it is expected that the same quantity will be executed here also. Okay, so this range was 300 points. So let me just clear everything. So this range was 300 points. So after breakout, the movement what you can expect is 300 points from the breakout. So from 15,900, 300 is 16,200. So now the breakout trade is over. Okay, so now you may not expect the same kind of move from here also. Okay, so you may expect some consolidation, or it may range in the same range. Okay, but it may not fall below this 16,000 point. Okay, so this is the trade what you can expect in Nifty. So on Monday, if there is any gap up, and if it goes beyond 16,250, then since I have sold a lot of puts, so in order to hedge them, what I'll do, I will be selling some deep OTM call options. So that will become a short strangle. Yes, if anything of them becomes danger, then probably I think of converting that into an iron condor, or there are various adjustment techniques which are there for handling strangle, which I will be doing. Now let's see what is happening in Bank Nifty. So even in Bank Nifty, it is the same thing. You can see that the range has been broken. So this was the range, okay, where it was playing, and there is a breakout here, but it's not a very convincing breakout. So there should be some more strong triggers which is required in Bank Nifty to take it even more higher. But I am pretty confident that Bank Nifty will not collapse from where it was, and you can expect a up move from here, because now FIIs have started in reinvesting it. Till last week, FIIs were net sellers, so they had sold hugely in our market. But in the last week, they have turned buyers, which itself shows that the markets going forward will be strong. Okay. The reason why we were all slightly bearish is because that the FIIs were selling. Okay. And obviously, when FIIs are selling, you can't expect market to rally more. Irrespective of that, markets have rallied. That is due to the retail participation. Look at the IPOs. Any IPO which is coming is being oversubscribed, and oversubscription is happening within the first day. Before, what used to happen, oversubscription would happen on the last day, but now within first day oversubscription is happening. That is because the retailers are pumping money like anything. Okay, there are various reasons why retailers are pumping, because pandemic has enabled a lot of new retailers to enter the market, and there is not much return in fixed deposit and other things. So whatever might be the reason. Okay, but now I am putting forward a word of caution. So be careful whenever this high sharp movement happens. There will be sharp correction as well. So when that will happen, I don't know, but it is better to be careful than repent. Okay, so be careful that anytime you may have a sudden fall in bull market. The fall which will happen will be very sharp. So I won't be surprised even if there is a 200-300 fall in one day. Okay, and yes, that might recover in the future, but that is the risk what you will be carrying. Okay, so this is how the Bank Nifty is. And in the last stock market week ahead program, I had told about ITC. Okay, so you can see that ITC gave a breakout from the trend. So yeah, this is the ITC stock. So here you can see that ITC has been an underperformer. It was falling, but then it has not broken 200. So whatever happens, ITC is finding some support at 200, and it has become a meme stock as well. Everyone are making fun of ITC because it's just moving around the 200 range. So when this breakout happened, I told that there might be a rally which can happen. So yes, now it is trading around 214. This is one stock where people can think about investing because it's a quality stock, the fundamentals are good, and it is a good dividend yielding stock as well. Okay, I have invested a huge money in ITC, and I'll be very happy if this stock rallies. But every month I execute covered call in this stock by pledging the shares. So I do get rental income by investing in this stock as well. Okay, so this is how ITC is. And for this week or month, the stock which I am interested is Adani Enterprises. So you can see that Adani Enterprises is finding support at 1340. Okay, you can see that at 1340 it is taking support, again came to 1340, took support, again came to 1340, took support, and now there is a breakout on the Friday's candle. So it has broken out from this range. Okay, so now I am expecting this Adani Enterprises to perform, and you can see that the volume is also pretty decent. It's not a bad volume. Okay, considering the average. Okay, so if you take the average, it will be somewhere around this point. Okay, so it has broken the average as well, the volumes. So I am expecting Adani to Adani Enterprises to rally. So on Monday, if there is a gap up and if there is a follow through for this gap up for this breakout which happened, then probably I will think of selling 1340 put, or probably one strike below that, which will be 1320 or 1300. Okay, so I will be selling that put, and let's see if the rally continues, I'll be making profit. If it reverses, then probably I will have to do some adjustment. Okay, so this is my view on Adani Enterprises. And if at all Adani breaks this range, if it breaks this point, okay, then probably I will think of pyramiding, where I will be adding more to my shorts which I have created here, and also I will be buying a futures at this point after this breakout at this point probably, and I will be executing a covered call there, where I will be selling some deep OTM call options, okay, for hedging purpose. So this is the plan what I'm having on Adani Enterprises. So this is the trade setup which I will be carrying for the coming week. I hope you guys like the video. Do like and subscribe so that you can learn more about trading and investment. Thank you guys for watching.